Have you ever had to prove your point in an essay, but struggled to make your argument convincing? Argumentative writing isn't just about stating your opinion, it's about presenting evidence, considering different perspectives, and persuading logically. An argumentative essay is a piece of writing where you take a stance on an issue and support it with logic, facts, and reasoning. For example, if you're arguing about whether school uniforms should be mandatory, you need to present both sides and explain why your argument is stronger. Although an argumentative essay is not required in the 0500 paper, understanding its structure will help you in the directed writing section of paper 2, as it is essentially an argumentative piece. A well-structured argumentative essay follows this format. Introduction. Grab attention, introduce the topic, and present a strong thesis. Main argument 1. The first reason supporting your stance with evidence. Main argument 2. A second, stronger reason with supporting facts. Counter-argument and rebuttal. Address the opposing view and refute it. Conclusion. Reinforce your thesis and leave a strong final impression. Each section plays a key role in making your argument clear and convincing. Your thesis statement is the heart of your essay. It tells the reader your stance and main arguments. A weak thesis is vague, while a strong one is specific and debatable. Weak. School uniforms are bad. Strong. Mandatory school uniforms limit students' individuality and do not improve academic performance, making them an unnecessary policy. A strong thesis sets up the arguments you'll develop in your essay. To make your argument effective, use these 3 techniques. 1. Logical reasoning. Use facts, statistics, and logical explanations. 2. Examples and evidence. Support each point with real-world examples. 3. Credible sources. Refer to experts, studies, or historical events. For example, if arguing against school uniforms, you could use a study showing no link between uniforms and academic success as evidence. A strong argumentative essay acknowledges the other side and then proves why it's weaker. 1. State the opposing argument. Some argue that uniforms create equality among students. 2. Refute it with logic. However, uniforms do not eliminate economic differences. Students still bring expensive gadgets and accessories to school. 3. Reaffirm your stance. Since uniforms fail to truly level the playing field, they should not be considered a solution for equality in education. This makes your argument more balanced and persuasive. Be careful to avoid these mistakes. Overusing emotions, stick to logic and facts. Ignoring counter-arguments, addressing the other side makes you more credible. Lack of evidence, always support claims with proof. Weak thesis statements, make sure your stance is clear and strong. Your conclusion should restate your thesis in a fresh way. Summarize key arguments. End with a thought-provoking statement or call to action. Example: while school uniforms may seem like a solution for equality, they fail to address the deeper issues of economic disparity and self-expression. Schools should focus on fostering diversity rather than enforcing conformity. Here is an example of a full-length argumentative essay. Should social media be restricted for teenagers? Introduction. In today's digital world, social media plays a huge role in teenagers' lives. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat keep them connected, but they also come with serious risks. Some argue that social media is essential for social interaction and learning, while others believe it harms mental health and academic performance. Social media should be restricted for teenagers because it negatively affects mental well-being, reduces academic focus, and exposes them to online dangers. Main argument 1. Negative impact on mental health. One of the biggest concerns about social media is its harmful effect on teenagers' mental health. Studies show that excessive use can lead to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. According to a 2022 study by the American Psychological Association, teenagers who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media are twice as likely to experience symptoms of depression compared to those who use it less. Another major drawback of social media is that it affects students' academic performance. Many teenagers check their phones constantly, which disrupts their ability to focus on studying. Research from Harvard University found that students who frequently use social media while doing homework take twice as long to complete assignments compared to those who don't. Counter-argument and rebuttal. Social media as a learning tool. Some people argue that social media is a valuable educational tool because it provides access to information, online courses, and discussion forums. While this is true, most teenagers do not use social media for education. A study by Common Sense Media found that only 15% of teenagers use social media for learning, while 85% use it for entertainment and socializing. In conclusion, unrestricted social media use can harm teenagers' mental health, distract them from academics, and expose them to online risks. While it does offer some educational benefits, its negative effects outweigh the positives. Parents, schools, and governments should implement reasonable restrictions on social media use to ensure teenagers develop healthier habits and focus on their education and well-being. This essay follows the argumentative structure: a strong, debatable thesis, logical, well-supported arguments, a counter-argument with a rebuttal, a clear reaffirmation of the main argument in the conclusion. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and check out my other writing lessons. See you in the next video.